I want to say this, that when we were coming along, we happened to be born in interesting times.
Yeah.
And internationally, listen at me closely, internationally, there was worldwide revolution. And the United States was not exempt from what was going on internationally. The civil rights movement didn't exist in a vacuum. You understand what I'm saying? It did not exist in a vacuum. Sometimes we don't recognize what's happening, but we are in the midst right now of another major international movement that's going on, and it's gonna sweep us all up in it. It has two aspects to it. One aspect is an aspect that most of us don't think anything about, but it's serious, and that's the environment. Right here in in Louisiana, they got a sinkhole down there in Assumption Parish. That thing is swallowing up whole trees. This whole tree just gone. The whole town and everything. You don't even hear nothing about it. But they got the videos and they show you. You don't even believe it. It looks like one of them animated cartoons or something. Because you're looking at it, the water's there, it's nice, blah blah blah. And you say, "What you looking at?" And next thing you know, these trees all of that's happening because Southeast Louisiana is the home of the petrochemical industry in the United States. And they've been drilling and drilling and drilling, and now the coastline of Louisiana, you lose a football field worth of land every hour. Not every day, every hour. It's gone. It's gone. When I came up in the lower Ninth Ward, back there you used to go hunting, fishing.
Wild horses, wild pigs.
Ain't nothing grow back there now.
All that.
Nothing grows back there now. I'm saying that this environmental thing is happening. The fires that are going on, the drought that is going on, we don't see it because we don't have to see it right now. We can turn on the faucet and we got the water, right? Here, we don't have to see it right now. But in this country right now, you got people that are losing everything because of these environmental changes. That's one major issue. The other major issue is that the world no longer gives a damn about what the U.S. thinks. In Egypt, people don't even realize this. People be saying, well, Obama ought to cut the Egyptians off. We give them $1 billion every year, right? Guess what? Obama, that $1 billion ain't got no stroke. The Saudi Arabia gave the Egyptian army $18 billion and told them they got some more when you need it. So what Obama gonna do with $1 billion? He going in there with $1 billion, and I'm giving Jerome $18 billion to do what I would like to see done. And Obama coming in there with his hat in his hand and
I
say,
would get to work that far.
you understand? We don't even know about these developments. So this thing that's happening, what's happening with Syria right now, and I don't want to spend too much time, but I'm saying all of this is going to be the backdrop, and this is part of what's going to make people become serious, because you're going to have to be serious about certain things. You're going to have to be, and that's what it is. It's not just what we do, it's the world we live in, and to pay attention to the world that we live in. And this world is changing right now.
We got two comments from the back. Three. Go ahead, brother. Yeah.
Okay. Permission for the elders to speak? Thank you. I'm Brother Kone. I'm just a country boy from Lake Charles.
Oh, listen at this.
Lived in Cali for 25 years. Ended up in freedom schools that the Panthers ran. And I'm wondering where our freedom schools are right now.
So,
I think Brother Jerome and Tambourines and Fan already has a model that we could replicate in every community in New Orleans. And even with just us here in this room, we have the skills to teach at those freedom schools or whatever we want to call it on the weekend. We cannot put all our chips into the public school system or the recovery school district or the charter schools because they ain't about educating our children. They are preparing them for the big house, for the prison system. School to prison pipeline. We have to offer an alternative on the weekend. There are a lot of empty buildings here in New Orleans. We got churches that are not being utilized on Saturdays. Heck, I have my house even. So I'm willing, hopefully, amongst us, we have enough willing people with the skills, with the courage, and with the talent to take our young people who've been miseducated for the most part during the week and educate them properly on the weekend. Are y'all down for that?
What's up?
Let me suggest, Connie, let me suggest to you that it's not going to happen overnight, but what we can do, the Malcolm X Grassroots and this organization around the celebration of Black August that Melanie and others and Oliver have put together, what we can do is agree to come back, say in a month, 1 month later, we come back here together, and we can talk about, can we do a program so that once a month, people can bring a young person and we can hear some history, see some movies, find some books or something, but we got to do something on a regular basis. So you can't do education hit and miss. You got to be on a regular basis. So if it's just once a month that we start off with, and then we work up to once a week and so forth and so on. But something, and I think I hear a lot of people saying we need something with our youth. Well, bring a youth with you, because what that will do is tell the youth that it's something important. It's not enough just to send them. Bring them. You understand what I'm saying?
So, Serena, I see you, but I want to thank all of you for, I can tell by the wisdom that's in this room that all of you have really stuck it out and listened and persevered to listen to the experiences of all of the elders that are here on this panel. And I'm very grateful to the audience members who've come and contributed their experience and their wisdom. This is really a beginning for the MXGM. It's a new beginning. We've begun a couple of times before. We're going to begin again. And the idea is to focus on political education, which is why we wanted this first event to be one where we celebrated our elders and in the process celebrated our freedom fighters. And so we're going to continue doing events probably under some schematic where we're building Black August. So moving from this year's panel into something larger and more extended next August, but by doing the small steps that are necessary when you want to build something that's sustainable and deep rooted. I'm going to ask our panelists if they have any final words, and I'm going to was there another comment that didn't get to be heard? Okay, can you keep it really short back here? And then I know we have an announcement that Nicole wants to make.
So really, just wanted to say that we do have a African-centered homeschool network, right? And right now it consists of 4 different homeschools. We had 5, and one of them, stopped. But just to say it real quickly, we are interested in our elders. We'd love to have a council of elders, regardless of the differences or whatever, to guide us, right? And I'm saying that to whatever they do in the public schools, that's what they do. But we want to do something different to pull our children away from this type of thing that we're experiencing. So my name is Bakir Tayembe, it's a brother Maury Kamara, Sister Elizabeth Fletcher, Sister Kendra Harris, some of the other directors. I'll be happy to give information and accept that information so that we can do what Brother Kane just said.
That's all right.
So, Brother Jerome stepped out, but if you two can just let us know your final word.
My final word is make sure you got a sign-up sheet so that people that's interested in following up, because the only way it's going, it takes a little time, but we just got to get to know each other so that when we see each other, we know who's who, work together, and I think that's important.
Well, it wasn't my intention to be a panelist. I read about this event this morning and decided that the people on the panel was worth going to hear, and I wound up being part of the panel, which is a big surprise to me.
Thank you.
Thank you for.
I wasn't supposed to moderate. Thank you.
But invite me again, and if you have some type of listing that I can add my name to, because I found this very interesting and was happy to share my experience with the audience.
And I want to say one other thing. I think, Jody, what you just said brought something to mind. I hadn't thought about this before, but it might be interesting for us when we get together to hear from some of our elders about what they went through.
Right.
Because a lot of it we don't know. You got Skip Alexander's here, Reverend Alexander's here. He went through Llewellyn Soniac, Raphael Casimir,
Then you got
Lolis Eli.
Lolis Eli.
We can bring.
Don
There's gonna be a next
Hubbard,
event.
Yeah.
Alice Thompson, Sandra Nixon Thomas. There's a whole
We're gonna
bunch of
continue this.
people.
We're gonna try to
And
leverage the power of that.
Jerome got stories. See, y'all don't even know half the story.
Jerome has tons of stories. And it was because of Jerome and Rudy Lombard
Yeah.
that I became involved in war. I started out as a NAACP youth council member, not because I was interested in civil rights.
Tell the truth now.
And she thought the boys were cute.
Oh, yeah.
Not the boys.
No, my sister Dorothy, who's a year and 5 months older than I am, I used the term re-desegregated LSUNO. She was a group of black students that was recruited by the NAACP to re-desegregate LSUNO because it was desegregated in the beginning by A.P. Turo Jr., who stayed there a few months and then left. So my sister would go to these meetings and held at Reverend Burrell's church on Dumaine and Galvez.
Right there on the corner.
Yeah, Llewellyn Soniac was the youth advisor. And one night I overheard my sister on the phone talking to one of the other people, talking about they were going to the Golden Pheasant after the meeting.
Yeah.
But Mama told them to come straight home. So I said, that's what she's doing. So I blackmailed my sister. I told her she was going to take me to the next meeting. She's going to pay my bus fare, which was 7 cents going, 7 cents return, and pay my $1 membership dues into the NAACP. And
And
I
here
was,
you are.
yeah, so I was interested in what they were talking about. One night, Jerome, I'm sorry for going on, but this is important. Jerome and Rudy came to one of the meetings to ask the NAACP Youth Council to help them with their sit-in and picketing at Woolworths and McCrory. And we did. And after a couple of times, one of the senior NAACP members said, if you go to jail, we will not get you out. So a bunch of us got up and left, enjoying cool.
All right.
That's it, thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Let's put our hands together for